Hello and welcome to Tech. I am Mohammed Adnan, and in this video we are going to discuss about the most asked questions about what are the challenges you have faced in Power BI, which is mainly asked in the interview. And the same thing is people are asking in the community as well, those who don't have any experience, right? So they want to understand how these things works. So I just want to share my personal experience in the series of videos. I will share you first part of this in this video. So before starting to that, and if you're new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. Now let's get started. The first challenge which I have faced is basically the connectors what we have. There is a default connector available for MySQL in Power BI, but it has to be a latest version. But the company which I worked, they don't have that latest versions, and there was an issue migrating from old to new versions, and the software which is developed by legacy applications which they are using. So it is not a kind of easy thing just to migrate as is. So there was lots of hurdles and problems which they are facing. So what we decided is we decided to buy a SQL Server license, and then we'll migrate all our data from MySQL to SQL Server, and from SQL Server we migrate into Power BI to display this report. Because it's not a kind of real-time requirement they need. It's okay if they want to see a 1 hour back data. That's also fine. So in that case, we decided to go ahead with this way. Now the challenge comes up is how we need to do these things, this kind of transformation and everything. So what we did is basically we imported what are the tables which we need from MySQL to SQL Server using the PowerShell script. So we had written those script, and then we migrated from MySQL to SQL Server, and we built the views whatever we needed for Power BI requirement in the SQL Server version, and from there we import all the tables into Power BI and build the reports accordingly. So this was the thing. Even if you don't have connectors available to you, then you can easily use this kind of method, whether it is a MySQL or anything else, whatever you are using. If it is not there, then there was lots of automation tools available right now, even though I did these things like past 5 years or 4 years back. So now we have much development in these scenarios. You can use other technology and tools in order to migrate things from any of the sources to your Azure Blob or SQL Server, and from there you can connect to Power BI. So this is the first challenge which I have faced. And the next challenge which I faced is basically in a report which is for budget and forecasting with the legacy software data and Excel data. So there was a requirement like we need to prepare for the budget and forecasting. So they have a system where they capture the actual informations using a legacy applications. And from there they want to build a report in Power BI to understand and to make a decision making and forecast things how it will work in future as well. This is a kind of financial data. So the plan was they have actually planned is not available on the legacy application. So they have keeping maintenance in the SQL in a separate Excel file, which they feel that it has to be secured enough, and the legacy application doesn't do all this kind of security kind of thing inside this environment, even though they have a firewall and everything to secure the data from the outside attack. But for internal usage, it was not there. So it was built by old system and technology, nothing was there. So the management decided to move on. So we have imported all this information into SQL and also use this Excel, the data, and we need to merge these two data and present this report into Power BI. So here the challenge is about the refresh rate in SQL is different and Excel is also different. So we need to keep all these things together in a separate location. So we bought like a cloud storage, a third-party cloud storage, and from there we kept the SQL Server, and also we placed the same thing, the Excel, on the same location, and later on we have moved it to SharePoint in order to avoid the refresh kind of issues, and also for the easy collaboration with the other management users. And finally we published the data into Power BI service, and now they are happily using this Power BI report, and they are easily helpful by taking these forecasting decisions in advance. And the third one which I faced is in a kind of quality requirement dashboard, where initially they have make a design and proposed as the business, proposed by the business to develop this report. And again, after some time, when we give them the first demo, first phase, they come up with different ideas. So they need to move this report from this location, and they want to place a different graph and everything, and they plan to change the metrics and everything. So it's a kind of requirement that's keep on changing frequently. So what we discuss finally is we'll settle down to one layout for the phase 1, and then we develop all these things and what are the metrics and graph they need in which place, and then we'll release these things as a phase 1 of this project. And then later on, once they are familiar with this one, once it is live in production, then we'll come up and discuss with again for the phase 2 release, and we'll include all the other what are the functionalities which we need to include in the next phase of release. So this is how things work, right? We'll release one version initially, and then the business user will come up with different ideas, and then we will add enhancement to this report, and then we'll release the phase 2 of this report. So out of these challenges, what I have learned here as so far is basically we need to get the clear understanding of the requirement from the business initially before developing the report for each and every metrics and for each and every graph, whatever it is. And also the layout should be confirmed by the business. If it is already they are using a kind of reporting system. If it is not, even then you need to prepare things like if you see here the template kind of thing, these are the metrics which we are going to place it on the left side, the filter is on the top, and the graph and everything will come up here. A kind of layout UI design you need to propose to them so that they can get also the clear understanding about how it will look like with the help of dummy data itself. It is not necessary that you have to import all the informations right away and then present to them. No, because the thing is, even if you are a team of people, that some people are working in the backend view generation and everything, and some people are working for the front end view. So during this process, it will take time for the data engineers to develop the views and extract the data from different sources and import into a main data warehouse thing or something else. So they will do those jobs during that time. So being a data visualization or Power BI expert, you can just use the mockup data or dummy data and then present this dashboard to the business users and discuss with them what are the changes they need at that time. So once the data is ready, you can just keep this layout, and then you will fill all your data accordingly, build your model and build the report and present it to them before the deadline. So these are the challenges which I have faced recently, not recently, from the beginning itself. So this is a part 1 of the challenges which I have faced in my career of Power BI. If you like this video and if you want me to post more on this topic, please comment on the comment section below, and also like this video and share this video with others. If you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. But make sure you turn on the notification on your devices. Share it with your friends and colleagues. If you have any queries and feedback, just post it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. See you in the next video.